Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of the Wonderful World of Illuna. I did a little bit of work off camera. Oh, first, actually, let's take a look at that retaining wall type thing that I built. It actually turned out pretty well. I'm fairly pleased with it. So this is sandstone slabs. And then these are, I think they're called panels. Unfortunately, they're a quarter of a node, more or less. They're a little bit short. There was nothing that was a full quarter block. I mean, there were some that were, but the texture ended up running up and down. So when I rotated it with the screwdriver, the texture was running sideways instead of up and down. So it looked pretty stupid. So I had to use these, which is seamless, or close enough to seamless. And you just get these little spaces between them all. But I like how it turned out. I think it looks pretty good. You got the whole little wall there. They are all half block steps, so you can walk right over the edge, which may not be the best thing in the world, but you know, that's why children should always be accompanied by an adult if they're stupid and would walk over a wall. And now I have started work on this thing, and I think I'm probably going to edit out some chunks, because there's going to be a lot of digging going on here. So essentially, the water's not flowing in. Well, good, but I'm going to block it anyway, just to make sure it never does. Oh, that's why it wasn't. Okay, so... Ooh, clay, I need that. I actually need a ton of clay. So I'm making, the walls of this out of brick. And in order to make brick, you need clay. A lot of clay. So that's why I was so excited about that. Oops, I think that was too far. Yep, that was too far. One of the annoying things about sand is it falls on you when you're digging it, and it's a little tricky to deal with. But we just gotta remove all of this stone here. Wow, this is quite a lot of material. I pretty much just dumped my inventory into a chest that was sitting over here. Okay, that's weird. I thought this was at water level. Okay, it's one node below water level. Let's fill these ones in. So then how am I this much further below water level here? What did I do wrong? Someplace I dug too deep. But I don't know where or how. Fortunately, I'm going to have so much sand that I can waste sand filling this up. The bottom, I'm just going to leave whatever material happens to be down there. The side walls will be made out of the clay block. And actually, I'll have to... Or not the clay block, clay brick. Or maybe just called brick, I don't even know. But one thing I will have to figure out is the water level. Because this should... Oh, that's how I did it when I was grabbing all those clay nodes. So I need to be deeper than one node below water level. But that's what we're going to do for the edges. And then, actually, we'll probably even deeper than that. Because the idea is the boat would come in from over here. And it's going to be this whole area. Get rid of my little cobble generator here. I got the lava stashed safely away. And then it'll come out over to this side here. And someplace it goes back here. Oh, so this should actually be dug out. So it'll kind of be like a somewhat of an L shape. The idea is that this will kind of act as like a breaker. So you can have a ship sitting in here when it's being repaired. And you're not going to get the full swell of the waves, theoretically. I mean, obviously, in mine test, we don't really have to deal with waves. So, yeah, it's kind of a moot point. but in real life, we would have something somewhat along those lines to avoid the swells of the waves. Because if you're trying to work on a ship and it's something where you need to be very accurate. I mean, the ships obviously sail in the waves, so they should be just fine getting repaired in waves. But if your repair people aren't used to the waves and the rolling of the ship, they might get seasick, which would obviously not be good to have your repair guys getting seasick as they're trying to fix up a ship. And I am just destroying the surrounding terrain. That is amazing. Okay, well, we're going to cut here. Oh, I think I was supposed to leave that. And we'll come back once I get this thing cleared out. Okay, so I spent a bunch of time. And I've got this place dug out pretty well. Have to remove those trees yet, but that'll be at some point in the future. So right now, this is pretty much one node below sea level, which is not going to be enough, so I have to do some more digging. Yay. Not really yay, but my plan is to leave a gradual slope on the sides, but not too gradual. And I'm thinking if we go down to this level, that should be enough. So I'll have kind of like a stairway here of sand, and I should have enough sand to do this, I hope. So we're just going to go ahead and take the node replacer and go through and replace all of these. The sand from the sidewalls will all get replaced, and that will all be turned into the brick nodes. So I'll be getting all that sand that I can use for this as well. But I think I may just have enough right now as it sits. I'm not sure. I haven't like done any calculations, but I have a pretty good amount. And of course we'll get some sand from here as well. Now the tricky part's going to be filling this up with water. I mean, the water does just need to be at water level. So fortunately I don't have to like make the water real deep or anything. But it's still gonna be a kind of a trick. Okay, so these all need to be lowered to this level so I can put the row of sand in, and I think that should be deep enough. I mean, of course, there's not any real boats sailing in here, so that's really a non-issue, but for the look I'm going for, I think this will work. And actually, I can use the replacer tool on all of these. I'm not sure why that worked that way. Is my inventory full? It is. Well, I guess I can go ahead and chuck some stuff up in here. I just really have too many things. Or not enough inventory space. Which is it? Trouble is I have all this stuff and it doesn't really fit into any of my chests in the warehouse. So I just need more like junk chests. Like, yeah, just throw stuff in here to get it out of your inventory. But I don't have enough of those. Though I did just get the one chest from here that was from the cobble generator. So I guess I could technically put that someplace and just fill it up with materials. No, I don't want to go that low. But I guess I'll grab this coal and I'll just fill this up with sand. Wow, this is a good vein. Beautiful. Alright, now I just need to get out of here. I would take that stuff, but I think that's just silver. Yep, just silver. And I'm so rich I don't need silver. Actually, there's just no use for silver. Or not for anything I'm making anyways. Which is why I don't take it. It's not that I'm so rich I don't need it. I just don't have a use for it. It's not valuable to me. Put it that way. Alright. I should probably cut out some more because this is just going to get real boring again. So I will be back in a little bit with the next stage of progression. Okay, so I still need a ton more clay, but I've got the start of the brick walls up in here. Have to still do some landscaping up on the top side, I think. But we're going to let the ocean in, I suppose. And see what that does. Which, it's not going to do great. I already know that. It's going to be a whole bunch of flowing nodes. And I need this to all be source nodes. And maybe I should have excavated some of this out a little better before we cut that wall open, but oh well, live and learn. Okay, well, I think this is probably good enough here. Alright, so we have, yeah, just kind of this whole mess of flowing water. We're gonna have to take a bunch of buckets of water and make this work. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. But I need to collect a bunch more clay. Fortunately, there's a lot of it out here. So we're gonna go diving. Not for poils. Not for poils, my friends. I don't even know if there are poils out here, actually. But no, we need clay and a ton of it. I feel like I'm redigging the same nodes multiple times. Why is this not working? What is going on here? Why is all that clay still there? It should all be... So confused. I need these 2 steaks. This clay should have all been taken out. Was I just digging too fast and the sand couldn't keep up with all its falling it needed to do? That's probably what it was. Maybe I should try to dig the clay a little more judiciously so it doesn't have that issue. Of course, this time that worked better. Last time the pocket was bigger underneath than it was on top. Okay, so we got like 4 stacks, but that's not going to even be close to enough. I see some more clay over here. Oh, and there's some there and there. If we clear out these 3 deposits, that might be enough. But I wouldn't even count on it. Unless these are very large deposits. Which is possible. I have seen large clay deposits. Alright, this does seem to be a larger one. So that's a good sign. We're down to stone. Let's get some air. And take a quick peek. Ooh. We almost have all we can carry. Let's go take out this. Hope that jellyfish I just seen going down is not going down with the intention of protecting this clay. Alright. That was that. That's probably about all we can carry. Yeah, we're very close. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to the warehouse. Throw the stuff in the ovens. I unfortunately only have 2 ovens. With a limited supply of fuel. Coal in one, oil in the other. But it should work. Yeah, let's throw a stack in there. Let's throw a stack in here. Let's take these out. I suppose I can go ahead and chuck all this other material I accidentally gathered into here. Oh no, wait, this is from using the replacing tool. So I got most of this stuff. So yeah, I really got my supplies back up in here on pretty much everything but the clay front. That I'm pretty much at 0, but no shortage of sand now. And the, oh, not sandstone, cobble. Cobble, was I long? I don't think it was very long cobble. I got a bunch of that now, though. Didn't get any more desert stone, though. So, that's kind of still just where it's at. But everything else I did nice little increases in, so that's good. The top side of this, I don't know how to do. Right now I'm kind of going around just to make it look even and just doing the bottom 2. And then as I get more, oh, I'm already out. Wow, wow. I should have ladders. Yeah, I got some ladders. I'm gonna throw these ladders in. I may do something different at some point with like a stair going in and out, because admittedly what you gotta work with right now is kind of janky. Like it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I don't know. Figure that out later. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of those trees now, but I'll make that work somehow too. I gotta find my bucket. Oh wait, I think my bucket's full of lava. Yeah. Well, I guess I can always actually leave the box and that's fine. I could always dump the lava someplace. You know, just temporarily. I'm a little worried that it might catch something on fire though. I don't know if it actually does that on this server. Well, hopefully that's far enough away from anything. Like, this is stone, so I'm not worried about that. And that should be far enough away. We should be okay. Should be. I make no guarantees. Okay, now to make this work, we need a water source. Oh, that was too far away. Source and source, that'll make this one a source. And you can fill that, which will make this a source. And fill that. Okay, yeah, that's how we do this. So I just need to run along the edge. So this actually won't be super horrible, at least. I mean, if I can dump my buckets of water in the right places. Nope, didn't want it there. But that might still have worked. I should have invested in a boat. I actually have one, whatever. I wonder if I can even do this from a boat. Because I'd definitely make things easier if I could. Oh, I threw my boat out. Well, I didn't actually, like, throw it out, but I don't have it with me. That's a shame. That's a shame indeed. Oh. You know, I could have just walked like this. I'm an idiot. Yeah, this would have been, way better. Wouldn't have been all bouncy. Wouldn't have given everybody motion sickness. Whoops. Sorry, everyone. Didn't think of that. It's actually a handy secondary purpose that was not planned for this little ridge. Oh, that was too far away. There we go, there we go. Right. Excellent, excellent. Let's throw a source. Wait, I think it may have just finished itself out. Yeah, that looks like it's complete. Let's take this ladder out of here. Alright. So that's full of water now. Nice. Go put that lava back up before somebody falls in and gets burnt. Excellent. Put that someplace safe. Like in a wooden chest that's full of highly flammable materials. Couldn't imagine any place safer than that. Okay, well... because I've been doing this in chunks, I honestly have no idea what we're looking at as far as time on here. So I'm just gonna let it be a long episode, I guess, and just do this. That's not even worth going out to do only 55. So many. No, I think you do get 4 clay lumps per clay node you dig. So it's not really a huge loss. It just seems like it takes forever because they'll have to be cooked. So I think I'm just going to wrap the episode up here. Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to be because I've done it in chunks. But yeah, we'll leave it here. And next episode we will get that finished up. Put some kind of a new stair system so you can actually get down to water level to like clean the barnacles off the ships and stuff. I imagine you'd actually have like a, what is it called? A gangplank? Is that what it is? I think that's what it's called. From like the high point to get to the deck of the ship, which is kind of why it's set into the ground like that. So the deck's pretty much level with the ground. The dock system would probably need a ramp to get out of the boats because most boats, the deck is quite a bit higher than water level. These docks are not really designed for giant ships, though, I guess. I mean, they really couldn't be because the waterways aren't that big. But anyway, that's going to wrap this episode up. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And tune back next week for another episode. And I will see you then.